Good morning, guys. Welcome to another Working Mom Weekly Prep where I take you guys along on our weekend. Hey guys, my name is Sarah and here on our channel we like to film every weekend our weekly prep video, and basically it's just taking you along on the weekend of a two-parent working family. My husband Sam is a chef at a hotel and I am a daycare provider in our home, 50 hours a week. We have two little girls, Celia who's 5, Bryony who's 2.5, and then a baby on the way, another little girl. So very exciting. I'm 16 weeks at the filming of this video. Feeling really good finally and just ready for a normal weekend. So most Saturdays we leave, the girls and I. Sam has to work, but we are gonna go sign off on our taxes so that can get sent in, and we both have to do that. And then he's gonna go to work and we're gonna go to like Target and the bank and do our Walmart pickup. That's usually how we get our groceries these days. And then I'm probably gonna film a video during nap, and then normally on Saturday nights we go to my parents, and then tomorrow we're both home. So let's just get into our weekend. So as I'm putting Celia's clothes away, I'm getting the itch to combine the girls' closets together. I will already have posted the video of me kind of going through and inventorying Celia's clothes and like moving out all her 4T, which are still in here. I need to get those into storage, but we definitely have room in here to combine the girls. I think that will be in the middle, and Celia's stuff will be on one side and Bryony's stuff will be on the other side. And like her dance costume and some of these jackets and stuff could get folded up and put into her drawers, but there's definitely so much room for them to share. It's like all that is empty. A lot of the closet's empty. I may move that out if we don't have room, but Bryony doesn't have, like, her clothes are a lot smaller. So for now, they'll fit really nicely, you know, as they grow. We'll probably have to figure stuff out. We may have to put some stuff up here or something, but for now, it definitely works really well, and I'm kind of getting the itch to combine them even though they're not sharing a room completely yet. And Bryony's closet, while it's been functioning just fine, I mean, it's like got some random stuff in here, bins and like, you know, I don't even know, stuff up here that doesn't really need to be up here. And she doesn't have a lot in her dresser right now, especially as far as clothes. She doesn't have any clothes in there. So I'm eager to like empty this out and start getting ready for the baby, even though I'm only 16 weeks right now. But I guess, you know, it's never too early really. But I want to wait for the 20-week ultrasound just to verify that it's a girl. I just want to make double sure that there's no extra parts, you know, on the baby before I like start getting all the clothes out and everything. But the DNA test is more accurate than an ultrasound. But I just want to make sure. I'm very type A, and I don't want to get ahead of myself.
3 hours later.
Okay, so our total for groceries this week was $162.80. That's kind of a bigger week. but we, you know, had run out of quite a bit of stuff, so we're stocking up. That's just from Walmart. I do get some household stuff there, but I'll show you what I got at Target as well. And then here is my meal plan for the week. So basically breakfasts are pretty much the same. They have to be very quick and easy because we usually have a bus coming every day. So bagels, bananas, waffles, watermelon, English muffins, blueberries, peanut butter toast, canned oranges. Sometimes I'll do fresh fruit, but I always just plan that for one of the days when I'm really in a hurry. Pancakes and watermelon. Then for lunch on Monday, we're going to have Instant Pot, cheeseburger, macaroni, watermelon, and corn. The next day, parfaits. It's kind of like a dip lunch with apples and carrots and a variety of other things. Taco boats, cucumber, pineapple, corn dog, muffins, banana, and then whatever veggie. And then pizza melts, blueberries, and whatever veggie. And then for suppers, loaded baked potato soup. That's an Instant Pot recipe. We're going to have leftover of the cheeseburger macaroni. Breakfast for supper, leftovers or like sandwiches or mac and cheese or something. Or dine out and pizza on Friday. And then for snacks, Teddy Grahams and string cheese, goldfish and bananas, crackers, cheese, yogurt, watermelon, pretzels and hummus, or peanut butter. So this is everything I got at Walmart for the most part. I also got clothespins and napkins and 2 things of dishwasher detergent for the dishwasher. Obviously those are from Target. They didn't have, I couldn't find like the big pack of paper plates at Walmart, and I don't like to have to buy them very often, so I just like to get the biggest pack. So basically, you know, we have our produce, like our normal produce that I buy mostly every week, plus the potatoes for the soup. I thought I put 2 onions on there, but there are like 5 or 6 onions, so I don't know what happened there. A green pepper, the lettuce, that's for the taco boats. We needed some butter, got our normal fruit. We were out of cheddar cheese. These hot dogs are for San. These hot dogs are for the corn dog muffins. Bacon, I think, is for the soup. Beef for San, and then this beef is for the cheeseburger macaroni, but it was like leaking pretty bad. Eggs, pretty much a staple. I love snacking on pepperoni. That's like been getting me through this pregnancy, and we were out, so I just like to stock up because these don't need to be refrigerated unless they're open. San likes to eat them a lot on his carnivore diet. I had, oh, they just substituted, but it's still Greek vanilla yogurt. For our parfaits, elbow macaroni for the pasta, the cheeseburger macaroni, just some snacks and breakfast items, baby food for my daycare baby. I like to just have some canned fruit on hand. I like it either in water or, yes, good, they're all no sugar added. So that's what I prefer to get if I don't like to do canned fruit or veggies if I can help it, but sometimes in a pinch you just don't have a choice. And then instead of using the bouillon, I just decided to get beef broth. It's just quicker and easier for our soup. This is what I use for the corn dog muffins, some taco seasoning. These are the little taco boats I use. I use the mini ones, and I usually give them 2. And then this is for the soup as well. Okay, Target, somehow I buy like hardly anything, and it costs over $100 every time, but we don't always stop at Target every week, but sometimes there's stuff that we couldn't get at Walmart, or we forgot to put on the list and it's too late to like update it, or they just don't sell there, or we like the brand's better at Target or what have you, and we just kind of like to go to Target to kill time with the girls. We just like to look around, see what they have. It's just fun. They're girls, so they like shopping and looking around, and they're overall very good in stores. So I got the paper plates. I got a different kind of prenatals. I'm just having so much trouble with the one I was having. I for sure can't do this, like the swallow pills for prenatals because they're too big, and I'm not nauseous all the time, but I still have a really quick gag reflex. So the ones I had like sugar stuff on the outside, and they were just grossing me out so much. So I got these just plain gummies. These were like $30 though. I just think that's kind of crazy compared to the other ones that are pretty much the exact same thing and are like $10, but whatever. If I can actually eat them, that's better. Some baby food. I couldn't remember what I bought at Walmart. I feel like it's really hard to find just these little tubs of baby food these days. They have like the bigger jars, and the baby that I have in daycare is just, you know, starting solid. So this is all we're doing is like a little tub right now. Sian wanted some coffee. I'm also gonna try these Mum Mums. My girls both loved these. And so I'm gonna try these just as a, you know, something that the baby can bring up to its mouth. I'm big into baby-led weaning, but not all parents are. So I'm gonna ask them about these, because sometimes when he has to sit in the high chair for a little bit when I'm not quite ready to feed him, or when I'm cleaning up lunch, he just gets really mad. And so I think he'd really like being able to feed himself, and it's good practice. We were also out of honey. San wanted some healthy feet. I wanted to get Bryony a Paw Patrol toothbrush, and I was sure they'd have one at Target, and they didn't. So we just got her like this, I don't know, My First Colgate pack, and then we got her some Paw Patrol toothpaste. I got some cookies for St. Patty's Day. We're not really celebrating St. Patty's Day. I have a family in care that doesn't really celebrate these things, but I have Wear Green Day on Friday, and I figure we can have, it's like springtime, you know, we're gonna start seeing clover outside and stuff. We need some hairspray for Celia's hair for dance recitals. San and I are trying to do more date nights at home now. He is not a big game player. I like games. I grew up playing lots of games. We played Scrabble last night. It was fun, but it wasn't like we weren't laughing or anything. You know, we'd like to find a game that's good for 2 players, that's like fun and interactive. We played this with my brother and I liked it. And I just think it's a good family game to have that's pretty quick as the girls get older. So I bought that. But if you guys have any recommendations on good games for couples to play just the 2 of them, let me know, because I've never really played games that were like 2-player before. We've always played like big family games growing up. And then I bought these like cognac flats. I just love the color. They were only 15 bucks. I mean, they're probably not gonna last forever, but good enough. But I want to find some shoes that are like good for the spring when it's wet outside, but aren't my boots, and aren't boots at all, but like sneakers or something that look cute. I don't know. I have a hard time with shoes. I'm not a fashionista, so I just don't know. It's about 1 o'clock. I just lit this candle. I learned about this. I'm sure some of you guys watch Brittany Vasseur. She's got like over 1 million followers, and she has like Amazon favorite videos, and she talked about this Smell My Nuts candle. I just love the name, and it smells so good. It's got banana nut bread scent, toasted coconut, and then hazelnut in layers, and the girls love it too. They say it smells like cupcakes in here. It's just really cute too. So burning that now that Bryony is asleep. Celia is doing slime right now. We usually take the girls' shirts off for slime because if it gets on their clothes, the clothes are pretty much done for. But we just use Play-Doh tools with it, but it has to stay in the dining room. It is glorious, almost 50 degrees out. So I suppose I could take down our Christmas wreath. So I decided not to film a video today. I already have one up for next week, and I think I do this. I'm feeling better. I'm just gonna do 3 videos a week and get right into it, and then do this and do that. He's laughing at me. I need to ease into it a little bit, and I have some other plans that I want to work on, and if I just go gung-ho, full throttle, I won't have time for those other things. So anyway, I'm very motivated right now. It does work perfectly. And I'm gonna tackle this bad boy. It gets a little crazy now and then. So I'm just gonna go through. It's all like stuff we're gonna use, but it's just kind of too chaotic right now. This is what we get for running to daycare, and oh my goodness. I did not mean to buy more napkins. Now we're gonna have 3 full things of napkins. Why did I do that? I do not know. 5 minutes later, much better. I just need to do some sorting. I took there are some cushions down here that we only really use when we have company over. So I'm just gonna move those to the laundry room, which has a lot of excess space in it for storage, because I don't really want this to store things that we're not using on a regular basis. So there we go. I just love their room so much. I pretty much make any excuse I can to come up here. I just think it's so cute. I'm gonna pick out Celia's clothes. I asked her if she wanted to help pick them out or if she doesn't care, and she said I'll pick them out and then she'll come up and see if she likes them, because she's really into playing Legos right now. So that's what I'm gonna do while she plays. Oh no, I just love, it just brings me back to my childhood. I loved decorating as a kid, and I loved playing and I don't know, making a place feel like mine. So I'm excited for the girls as they get bigger to put their own touch on their rooms and stuff like that. I did want to ask you guys, now that I'm thinking about it, so we have all these Magic Treehouse books, and I was thinking about, like, especially Saturdays when we're in the car a lot doing errands, I want to get an audiobook, probably on Audible, so I can just play it through my phone, but I could try to reserve it at the library. But an audiobook that would work well for a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. I know Bryony's probably not gonna really get it, but I for sure want one that Celia would love. So if you have like a 5-year-old girl, let me know any audiobooks you have liked for them. I have some ideas, but I'd just love to hear from you guys. And if you want to comment and our comments are disabled, just go to the community tab, which is along the top of our channel. It'll say like home and videos, playlists, and then it should say community. You can go there and then find the thumbnail for this video and comment there. Okay, I just had Celia come verify that these are acceptable outfits for her. So we have all short sleeves this week because the winter thaw, the spring thaw is here and it just feels glorious. And she has cardigans she can also put over. That's really how I dress. I mean, look at me right now. Tank top, cardigan. That's just how I like to dress. And so I figure my girls are probably gonna adopt that too, so they can wear their short sleeves and tank tops. In the winter, you just put a cardigan over if you get cold. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday is Wear Green Day. And how perfect is this? She's got her St. Patty's Day shirt, her rainbow pants, and then this cute headband from Target. Since I have no other plans today for nap time, I am going to take this blackout liner I had left over from Celia's old curtains, and I'm going to hang it up behind these curtains because they definitely are supposed to be blackout, but they're not. And they're not really full coverage of the window. And since they're short, you know, light gets around them. But I'm going to hang them up and then just cut them back while they're hung up so I know that they're shorter, because I've been trying to get Bryony to sleep in here and she keeps saying it's too bright and wants to sleep in her room. So that's something I'm gonna tackle so we can start getting her at least napping in this room. At night it's dark, so it's not a big deal, but we want her to nap in here for a while and then we'll transition her to sleeping in here full time once that goes really well for a month or two. Okay, this is with lights on, this is with lights off. So yes, there's still some light coming in, but it actually looks darker in person. This has like very good dark vision, but I think that will be a lot better for Bryony, especially because she's under here when she sleeps, so it's extra dark. So hopefully that'll do better. Otherwise, I'll have to get probably 2 more panels. I mean, they're probably a little, you know, probably not the best width for this window, but I don't like, because I don't want them to go way behind the bookshelf, so I just want to do one single little panel because it just looks better when they're open and it doesn't cut into the window as much, so you see more of the window. But this will do hopefully pretty well for her. And I will link to this liner that I used. It's worked really well for quite a few years if you buy curtains that aren't blackout. I mean, it's not a perfect blackout, but it sure is way better than most curtains, even if they are blackout curtains. Celia made this out of a shoebox, so cute. And she decided to change her outfit. And we're gonna go play a game before we get Bryony up and go to Nana's. We are gonna play our new favorite, Richard Scarry's Busy Town. I found it. Super fun game. Bryony even got really into this, and she's very difficult to play games with because she wants to move the pieces all around. But she loves like seek and find books, so she loves finding things. But Celia could definitely use some one-on-one time with Mama, so we're just gonna play, you and me. Ready? Are we gonna beat the pigs?
Yeah, yummy, yummy.
Okay, kittens are way worse than 2-year-olds with games. He's trying to run off with all the pieces. You going? Forward. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday. I didn't film at my parents'. It was actually kind of crazy, and then I realized it was full moon afterwards. Celia especially was just like not acting like herself, and so I was just exhausted, let's just say, by the time we got home. And then we noticed the full moon and I was like, oh yeah, that could have something to do with it. Cool. But my brother, who's really into games, was there, and he gave me, or he lent me some for 2 players that are good for 2 players to try out before we go buy some. I got a lot of suggestions on our Work Life Glue Moms Facebook group. If you're not part of that, you can find the link in the description for it. So I'm gonna look at that, as well as another moms group I posted in, like more locally. And so I'll just show you guys what he lent us in case you're interested. So we're not big Lord of the Rings people, but he let us borrow this, Lord of the Rings, the Duel. I'll link to all these below if I can find them. 7 Wonders Duel. That was something some people had recommended. We have Catan, or Settlers of Catan, like the full game, but it's not for 2 players. So he lent us this dice game of it. A few people had recommended Zularetto. I feel like we've played this before. So we'll try that. This sounded interesting. It's like an escape room game. So you can have 1 to 6 players. It's called Deckscape Heist in Venice. Lost Cities was another one people recommended. And then I think he said this was kind of like an escape room or a mystery or something. It's called Unlock Heroic Adventures. So that should be interesting. Yeah, so we'll keep you posted on how it goes. But yeah, definitely in the community tab, let us know some 2-player games you guys really love as well. And last night was daylight savings time, or it ended, or I can never keep track of it, but we spring ahead, so we lost an hour. For this one, I don't particularly do anything differently. I didn't even wake the girls up an hour earlier. I got them up at 7 instead of 6, and then so they're just gonna lose an hour in the morning basically, because then they'll have naps at the same time and bedtime at the same time. I find that this time change isn't as bad as the other one, because you just kind of lose an hour of the day, but it's in the morning, which is already longer as far as sleep goes. Like Bridie gets up at 6:30 and doesn't nap until 12:30. That's 6 hours, so she'll go 5 hours instead. But then all the other increments will be the same for the rest of the day, if that makes sense. So we're going to church. I am teaching the little kids at church, so I'm prepared for that. I got some papers printed out for that. And then I also have a church girls dinner thing tonight, so I'm gonna be going to that, and Sam's gonna be on bath and bedtime duty on his own. So just a pretty busy normal Sunday.
Three hours later.
So it's after church, and I will be making this Instant Pot cheeseburger mac and cheese for Sarah for the week and the kids. I got the mac and cheese weighed out, the Instant Pot's warming up, got some miscellaneous ingredients, and we'll be putting that together so that Sarah can have this throughout the week. And I've been really glad that she's been able to eat a lot more and feeling just generally better, because it's like hard for me to see her like when she was miserable and sick a lot, and I'm just really glad that she's able to have her energy back, mostly back to herself, up and active again. So I'm super happy for that. All done.
It is now after 4. I talked to one of my best friends during nap, and now we just went on a walk, and it is glorious outside. I didn't film or anything because I was just totally enjoying it. It is almost 60 degrees. It is gorgeous. I didn't have my coat on. Celia is in her like sleeveless dress. She took her coat off. They were splashing in the water, and oh, it was beautiful. I love the feel of the sun. Like, it just makes such a difference, and I'm praying that this spring thaw sticks around, but in Minnesota you just never know. But I have about 20 minutes before I have to leave for a little like women's dinner thing at church. So Cian's on kid duty, bath night, dinner, and bed. So they'll already be down by the time I get home, but it's been a really nice Sunday for sure. So guys, it's actually a week later. I forgot to close out the vlog. I realized when I went to edit it. My church night with other women was just what my heart needed. It was amazing, and Cian ended up having a really good night with the girls, gave them their baths, laid them down, and then vacuumed, which was so nice to get the week started. So that is the end of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're all doing well with the coronavirus and everything. Next week's video will kind of talk about how we've been stocking up, but so far we have not been affected, but we're definitely being very mindful that it's not just about us, it's about those who definitely could be negatively affected by this. So stay well, stay safe, and we're thinking about you guys. Bye.